Hello everyone, welcome to Mora's Arcade and welcome to episode 1 of Elden Ring. I'm really looking forward to making this series. I actually got really good at this game like 8 months ago and then kind of just put it down and didn't pick it back up, but we are going to do our best and just see what we can accomplish here. Actually, the thing that prompted me to put it down and not pick it back up was that I finally found Moog. And I think it took me like 7 hours to beat him because I was on New Game Plus 8 at that point, and it just did not go well at all. But let's go ahead and just jump right into this. My goal for this episode, if possible, is to get through the tutorial and at least attempt to take on the Tree Sentinel a couple times. And if I struggle and do not beat him, that's fine. In the next episode, we can move on, take on a couple other bosses, and maybe take on Margit. We'll have to see how that actually goes, though, because I might also get distracted and just wander off into the void.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
Okay, I have to say it's really cool actually knowing all of those characters going into it, because the first time I played, I had no idea who any of them were, and now looking through it, I was actually recognizing all the characters that it didn't even tell us who they were. Like, Moog, for one. I had no idea who Moog was the first time I attempted to play this and saw that beginning cutscene. Speaking of which, I will need to beat Moog and one other, I think it was Radon, to actually take on the DLC. So that's really our goal, is just to get to Moog and Radon. But I'm going to do my best to take on as many bosses as possible, and I will say, Melania gave me next to no difficulty. I actually first tried her both times. I took her on in New Game Plus 4 and 5. This boss never goes well, no matter how much I actually try it, though. So we're gonna see how difficult it actually ends up being. We do not want... Okay. Yeah, I expected that, to be honest, but it's fine. You're expected to die there for the most part.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Okay, I did not realize it actually queued up your movements from way back in the boss fight. Hello there, big boy. Oh, I actually have to dodge you? Okay. You know what? I don't actually need any flasks. If I actually died a Soldier of Godric, that would be embarrassing, but let's be honest, it's not... I was about to say it's not gonna happen, but holy shit! Yeah, I'm really rusty at this game, and I got really cocky there. I have not actually fought anything in any reasonable manner for quite some time. Okay, you just get out of here. Okay, yeah, that was embarrassing. I had it lined up to not get hit there. Also, I need to think about like how I want to proceed with leveling once I actually get to Melina. I think I'm probably going to focus on strength first. Maybe a little bit of constitution, but I'm probably going to use a similar build to what I used the first time I played through, which was just pure strength. And we are actually going to reallocate that flask charge because we do not need any of that right now. Hello.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
But I am a
Without
maiden.
guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, Tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a Tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Okay.
Grace's guidance to castles, the home.
Okay. Yeah, so I already know all of that there. Thank you, Vare. I'm actually probably going to need to follow your quest line when I can, so I can easily get access to Moog. I know technically you can access it without following his quest line, but it just makes it generally easier. I actually accessed Moog without following his quest line, and it was a nightmare. We're going to go ahead and try and take on Tree Sentinel. We have a few attempts at this before we have to call the episode quits. Okay. Not in range. Come on. Get a little closer. Okay, yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna heal up just so I don't get one shot. Okay. Okay, let's let our stamina rebuild a little bit. We're getting very good at punishing Tree Sentinel right now, but he's also going to punish us if we aren't careful enough. I'm also getting like really jittery, like I straight up feel like adrenaline going, which is just making me really jittery in general, and I don't know why. I don't remember being this jittery the first time I actually played this game. But to be fair, I also wasn't expecting to have anyone watching me, so... Stage fright? Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video here. So in the next video, I will be going and first off retrieving my runes, just so I don't lose out on them. It's not that big of a deal, especially later when there's enemies that you can get double the runes that I have in one shot, just taking out a single enemy. But also at the same time, early game, it's pretty significant, any amount of runes that you can get. So next time we'll be doing that. We'll be getting Melina to level up, maybe take on a couple of the other bosses in the area, and then from there we can return back to take on Tree Sentinel. So let me know if you enjoyed down in the comments below. Any constructive criticism is very much appreciated, and I will see you in episode 2.